We are on autopilot, I can assure you, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo.
Ana ma yunu biko boga ebe na chere mmadụ echenere m ajiwe onye chere anya ajiwe atọhụ ya n'obu onye bụla iwe jebe aji ije nya zuo dachi n'ezi egwu m sị na ya dịka echi n'echi a na-agụrụ agụ egwu na anyị achake ka anyanwụ anyị dakọrọ ka anyanwụ anyị acha ka akwụ ma anyị dakọrọ ka akwụ anyị azụ ka abịa ma anyị nakọrọ ka abịa anyị eru ka mmiri ma anyị takọrọ ka mmiri anyị enwulu ka ọkụ ma anyị anyụkọrọ ka ọkụ.
Chukwu okike ABIAMA jere n'anya agha Chukwu okike ABIAMA n'anya agha. Maximum respect to my own little prophet Kano. You kept quiet and look at it quiet. You ain't get quiet. The whole world quiet America. You ain't get quiet. The whole world get quiet. You get quiet. America get quiet. You ain't get quiet. The whole world get quiet. You get quiet. America get quiet. You ain't quiet. The whole world get quiet. They came from Sahel. They came from Chad. They they came from Niger, Senegal, and Mali, claiming no happy because of our sins. My God, to be the bushes now, yeah, not be for women and men, slaughtering them in their family. Hey God, they kidnapping and killing Chris night and day, and nobody they talk. She only we anyhow, as if you're not human being. My God, I'm not killing Biafran saving. Oh, they see, CHUKWU, ABIAMA. What is the problem? They split us just in the killer. They rape our papa, they rape our mama. He got down. We are Biafrans together to worship Him. The hero, the Biafrans. Said you're going to build.
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, CHUKWU ABIAMA must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to CHUKWU ABIAMA who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nanyị nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation, as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day, CHUKWU ABIAMA BINIGWE, whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, ABIAMA, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, CHUKWU, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. Ahadin sosine bigebi rone bigebi. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you. I lead indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. So also do I command the armies of Biafra. They are fiercely loyal. They are loyal, I tell you, and doing the work that I expect them to do. I also direct Radio Biafra, not through any power which I possess or any extraordinary knowledge, but by your grace, O Lord. By your grace, CHUKWU ABIAMA. We honor you and we adore you. I know that some people listening, including the British, may not understand what we are doing. But there is nobody in Britain that answers Nwachukwu, the child of heaven. We do. Therefore, when we worship our Father, people should not try to be jealous. They should not feign ignorance or misunderstanding, because we are ancient people. We have been doing this for over 5,000 years and will continue to do so until the end of time.
All right, good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you might be joining me this breakfast morning. I welcome all of you. I welcome all of you in the name of CHUKWU ABIAMA. I welcome all of you. My name is Mazi Austin Okonkwo, like all of you know. This morning, this is a very great morning that will be observed, that we have been observing. So on that note, I will say to you, Sabbath Shalom, if you believe in the Sabbath. I come this morning with a great message to you. And I want to say also to you, some of you who are following, good evening, depending on where you are joining me from this hour. This time, And I know some of my comrades in America, this might be your midnight or your early morning about to go to bed. But one thing I know is, please, I want you to be here with me this hour. And before I will continue, I want us to listen to the voice of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why I am here this very early morning is I couldn't sleep. And there's a reason why and a purpose why, and the reason why I couldn't sleep. The whole yesterday, we have been pondering and asking ourselves, why is our people, the Biafran people, not obeying the intensive command from our brother Simon Ekpa, spokesperson of Biafra, the sit-at-home order that we have commanded that everyone should sit home. It's going to be one of the varieties of my topic today, and I want you to pay attention. And for many of you who have been following me for the first time, please endeavor to share this broadcast as much as you can. Share it on your Twitter, share it on your Facebook page profile, share it on your WhatsApp groups, your Telegram, your Instagram, and all handle, because I want us this morning to go deeper a little bit, to have a higher thought on what is going on and why you who are listening to me, especially some of us who are downtown in Biafra land, why you have refused to totally surrender to this sit at home that will yield you everlasting peace and tranquility. And of course, freedom, that we must not forget. And before I will go deeper into this broadcast of this very early morning, but let me start by telling you that the reason why I am here this hour is, I remember one of the powerful quotations when I was full-time a Bible student. I came across one scripture from the book of, I think that should be Exodus, where the scripture commanded Moses, the man of God, to go before Pharaoh early in the morning on the river Nile. The Bible says, God commanded Pharaoh to go early in the morning to block Pharaoh, to go down to the waters, to the stream, to the rivers, before Pharaoh comes down there to perform his evil. On this note, I want to thank all my comrades, but before I do that, I want to introduce our leaders to you, our leader to you. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only living legend, the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous peoples of Biafra. And now they have rendited him and castigated him and chained him, hoping that he's going to die one day. Ejiofor, Nmadubugo, and many other criminals, China Sanworu, and the sick Chike, and many other members of his family. And of course, you know yourself as I begin to vibrate. I do not come here to point hand on people. Biafrans have known you all already. Those who persuaded, who call it a job, who swear by the devil to make sure that Biafra will not come. This early morning, by the special grace of God, I have brought you a good news. And that good news is from the throne of grace, which you can never comprehend, that your doom, your destruction has arrived. All of you who are persuading with the Southeast governors and all the criminals in Biafran land who are working with the Janjaweed of the Nigerian government to hold our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, those of you who have sworn an oath, people like Ejiofor, Nmadubugo, all Ejiofor, if your name is Ejiofor, I don't care if Ejiofor is your back name or your father name or your child name, you are a criminal. and I want you to come close to this broadcast this early morning. And I hope Biafrans will help me to share this broadcast so that every one of us will get it. But like as I said, let us listen a little bit to some words of motivation from our leader, Mazi Kanu. And after doing so, I will now go into the message of today. We must first of all focus on what I titled DOS and Nmadubugo and Ejiofor are called from devil to set back the Biafran freedom. They are here, they are born for a particular purpose. Everyone has something that he came in this planet Earth to represent. People like Ejiofor came to represent setback of the indigenous people of Biafra. Nmadubugo, these are the idiots and your so-called DOS, China Sanguru, Chike Dozem, all these black demons that the devil has brought into the Biafra, those of them that have followed Mazi Kanu for ages. And now it has become so imperative. Let me borrow this grammar from our brother Simon. It has become so imperative that we will begin to unmask all these evil enemies that have come to set us, like I used to say, in perpetual bondage. But we are here to dismantle all the illusion that have polluted your mind with. I have come in the name of CHUKWU ABIAMA on this Sabbath day to help to dismantle, to ask some questions. And across these broadcasts that I'm doing this early morning, I would like everyone to get ready. For some of you who want to call in, for some who want to add, some who want to join me on the studio. If you want to join me on the studio, this is the link there. Go to the comment section and pull it up. Come this morning to join me because we are going to go deep. And I know some of my brethren all across the world, some people in Australia, America, they have different times. Some people also in some of the Scandinavian countries of the European, they have different time, but that wouldn't stop us from what we have come to do. But let's listen first to our leader, Mazi Kanu, on this short speech that he has made. Maybe I will catch a fish there to sandwich my bread. Good morning, and hold on.
Before you can put yourself forward. Atiku Abubakar was born in
Listen very
Atiku Abubakar
carefully.
is from the Cameroons, I'm sure you know that. The Constitution of Nigeria clearly spells out that you must be born a Nigerian before you can put yourself forward. Atiku Abubakar was born in 1946. Their part of Nigeria only joined that zoo in 1961. Now, the simple question is, was Atiku Abubakar born a Nigerian? The answer is no. And then why is he contesting?
Three people funded Boko Haram. The ex-president, head of state Buhari, another ex-head of state, Hausa Fulani Islamic person called Babangida, another vice president, Atiku Abubakar. They consciously went out to fund Boko Haram because Buhari said after Jonathan won the 2011 elections that I will make the country ungovernable. He said it openly. And they went ahead to do it by killing poor, defenseless Christians because they know that Christians around the world will not come to our rescue.
And reflect back at some of the prominent.
All right, good morning. Like as I said before, I am Mazi Okonkwo this early morning. Some people will be wondering why am I so early today? And in the language we said, I am here this early morning to point more, mostly on why our people have chosen not abide on the sit-at-home that was set up by our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Eba, who I forgot this early morning to also greet. I want to use this privilege to also thank my brother Simon Eba for the great job that they have been doing for the people of Biafra. I will not forget also to use this privilege and opportunity that I have to also thank the leader of the Umada worldwide, Madam Azuka Charles Nwankwo Egbe Ejiofor of Biafra land and the whole Africa, of course. I will not hesitate also to thank my fellow comrade of autopilot members. I want to say to you, good morning anywhere you are. I will also not forget also to thank those of the idiots who the devil had been using. Yes, someone will say, why are you thanking the idiot if they are idiots? Yes, sometimes because God has a reason to frustrate their hand so that their enterprises will not function. But rather, it will fall on us that both good and bad will work good for the Biafran. Let's look straight to the point. The point here is we have called for sit-at-home order. And a few hours after we entered into the sit-at-home, we still see some people behaving as if they do not understand why we have set up the sit-at-home order. We see people early in the morning yesterday running helter-skelter, and we smile, we laugh. And some of these people are men and women that the zoo government, and of course China Sangoro and Ejiofor, and all those people who have swear that instead of Biafra to come, that they will make Lagoon their palace. And all of you vampires in Biafra land, those of you who think that it is only going to market that will change your destiny, going to market and denying the sit-at-home setup by the indigenous persons of Biafra IPOB autopilot. If you don't want to comply, we will comply with you. Our sit-at-home is mentioned to be enforced. Let me ask you something before you start this early morning to perambulate on the streets that you want to get rich, because we in the diaspora, we have come out to make sure that the Biafra land is secured, and of course our freedom is given to us, whether you like it or not. Do you think that we are happy that sometimes we do not sleep? Do you think that Mazi Simon Ekpa want to stay broadcaster all the whole of his life? No, we are not the DOS. We are not a Ejiofor. We are also not the criminal Nmadubugo and all the criminals in the DOS that has come to brainwash you in order to stop the sit-at-home. There is one word you must not forget. You see that language, woto woto. That language, woto woto. Go and design it and ask yourself what simply is the meaning of this woto woto. For many of you who are trying to temper the sit-at-home order that we have set up, let me tell you, I want to tell you something in Igbo Ajit that said, Ana haruche egbe, mmadụ ada haruche egbe, si mmadụ ibia try Kenya to me. One day, are very beautiful. Let me tell you, there is no way you can follow Zwebe. When you make your gun finish, for those, some of you who know how to make gun, then you prepare the gun very well. You mold the gun, chisel it, then you put bullets and you give to your servant or your child or your wife. You say, because you are the maker of the gun. Then you ask them now to point the gun on you, and so that they will try the gun on you to see if the gun is really working perfect. I am here this early morning to tell all of you who was doubting yesterday if the enforcement of sit-at-home is going to be as it is or not. I want to tell you something. One, do not allow yourself to be a scapegoat. China Sangoro, who is calling you to come out. Nmadubugo, the criminal and his in-law, Ejiofor, those idiots who are calling you to come out, to come and go to Ariara market, go to Etocha, go to markets and do your business. I want to ask you a question. Do you know that sit at home is biblical? You don't know. You don't know that sit at home is perfectly biblical. Sit at home sometimes when there is too much calamity in some different places, as it happened in the days of the Bible. It is biblical. The Bible stated in the book of Isaiah, in my quote rather 20:26 or 26:20, say, "Go ye my people and hide yourself, sit at home until the calamities of the Fulanis are over." This morning, I do not come with smile. I do not want you to come call me brother, but I want us to reason together and ask ourselves, how long are we going to be a slave to the Fulanis? How long are you going to follow people like Ejiofor, people like Chike, the masked people, demons, principalities under idiocity? These are the people that are using Radio Biafra to thwart the sit at home that is set up by the autopilot. And I'm here to tell you this morning, mind yourself. We are in diaspora. So many people say, hey, come home now, come and fight, come and do this, come and do that. No freedom, genuine freedom fighter behaves like Wazirike. No good freedom fighter allows himself or hands himself to the enemy. The reason why we are in diaspora, making sure that we contribute, that we speak for the Biafran people, and also the Janjaweed, and of course the entire world, although they behave like if they don't understand, but this time they will understand the Wodo that is about to come to the Biafran land, and of course the entire Nigeria. I am here to point for some few minutes the reason why we have started this sit at home. The sit at home order has been set up by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which sometimes ago, if you go to my platform on the review I did to one of our leaders' broadcasts yesterday, you will see how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cherished the sit at home order. Because why we believe that the sit at home order is one of the weapons that we have is because we are living in a country, in the zoological republic, ruled by the Fulani caliphates, those criminals, Fulani, who has come into our own, I could say, land to invade us, starting from Sokoto to Gombe, as it is mentioned. And now they have they have processed the invention of our land and killings of our people, raping of our mothers and sisters, taking that which belongs to us. And when we say go in and sit home, so that we can be able to crush the economy of that zoological republic called Nigeria. Nigeria is not a place where you deal with a soft hand. No, I want you to revisit some of the broadcasts that have been made by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then you'll be able to see the consequences and why we have chosen the sit-at-home order as one of the legal civil disobedience to approach our destination, which is Biafra. But today, when we say it, I see so many people yesterday early in the morning running around in their keke, and some people came around bringing old video. The sit-at-home is not working. You see, the DOS is fuck DOS. Let me tell us, those people you call your DOS are dogs. They has nothing to offer you. I want you to believe in Simon Eba, Madam Azuka, and every other autopiloted member. These guys you see in your DOS and some of the Southeast governors are the mandated enemy of Lucifer, from Lucifer, agent of the devil. Those people who have set up in order to set you back. Now, brother, you who have decided yesterday, early in the morning, you have decided, oh, one Nagamaga here, I'm going to market. It is December. It is, how many December have you witnessed since you grew up in the Zoological Republic, Damnable Republic of Nigeria? How many Decembers have you witnessed? How many December have you witnessed? How many Christmas? And after that, you have witnessed all these years of Christmas, and now you are getting to 50, 40, 30 to 70 years, and the same zoo has never changed. And now that Elohim has given us a strategy that you has to comply with us in order to dismantle the Zoological Republic, because this country called Nigeria is an impunity. It is a barren womb that can never conceive. That is why we are here, the autopilot, without relating to tell you, if you are still preparing to disobey this sit at home, one ife meregi aka. You see, there are things you must understand. There is an intel that is coming up. You see, these Chidas and Woru, they are now planning to go to the market and begin to kill people, and after they're going to pass the information and lie the same way they're lying, that it is a IPOB autopilot, a spokesperson of Biafra, which is called so claimed disciple of Mazin and they will mention Samanepa and autopilot. I want you to know that Nmadubugo, Ejiofor, and some other people working under the DOS, they has never wanted Biafra. Now let's look into what happened at the initial time when this I could say sit at home was initially activated. That to be when Mazin Kano was rendited, and we come up to all Biafrans. By that time, Chikedism was still speaking gullibly as he used to. That one minute man, I call him the idiot in Switzerland. Then he came online and they implemented sit at home. And after that, few days later, the zoo government used some of the Southeast governors who Chinas Amuru has also confirmed that the money, the millions, was given to Ima Powerful. And also, let me tell you, until Kanu Takano comes out and speak, I will never believe that his hand is not into this deal. Let me tell you. And how do I know? I am not relenting from saying the truth. Some of the members of the families of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, their hand, their leg, their hand are in the betrayal of our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. But I thank God Almighty for the spirit that God has imparted on Mazin Simon Ekpa overnight, imparted the spirit of wisdom to him, prepared before he was born. Listen, I want you to ask yourself a question. Why is it that anytime that the sit at home is mentioned, it is like you mention the name of Jesus in a shrine of the devil? Because that is the only name that pull down the mountain. Or just if you want to scatter everything in the IPOB, wherever they call themselves, just mention sit at home, or you mention Simon Ekpa. The moment you just mention Simon Ekpa, all of them will begin to run helter scatter. It is because they are full of hate. Now, why are they attacking the sit-at-home order? That is the only way, the only solution that we have created. God gave us this weapon, sit-at-home order, in order for us to free ourselves from this damnable republic called Nigeria. And many of you will sit back and you begin to thwart the sit-at-home like Nmadubugo, who have killed our people. This Nmadubugo and the Ejiofor, these are the demons that you have to pray out of Biafra land. They are parading about, deceiving many people, using radio, infiltrated fucking radio that Mazin Nnamdi left it for them that have polluted. And they will use the same radio to brainwash you. Go out, go out. One day, I am not going to tell you not to go to market, but like I give a parable in Igbo land. Mark my word. Sit at home is sit at home. Because the same people who are telling you go to market, because of the hate they have on getting Biafra, they have taken an oath right from the first time that millions was given to them according to Chinas and Woru and the Ima Powerful. And the Ejiofor knows, but Stefan Ejiofor knows about this money. Do you know why Nmadubugo came out? In order to fight this particular sit-at-home, paying their irats in order to squander this sit-at-home order, because these guys are not fighting for Biafra. But remember, our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said to us, he said that the zoo, on this particular critical time, we do everything possible in order to keep us on perpetual bondage. They will even go as far as giving you a house. They will take you to Dubai. They will promise you all kinds of the things that you can never imagine. That was this the voice of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am here this morning to remind you all this that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said. Many of them today in that their corrupt or defected Radio Biafra are no longer reciting or playing the messages of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they know every sentence that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has ever made is implicating them, is bringing their nyash into open. And that is why some of the idiots like Peter Alozie and Ejiofor or Chaka, or what is it called, and all of them calling themselves Umu Chineke, infiltrate us all over the whole world in IPOB, sacked people. Now, ask yourself if you are here this morning, because I come with early morning anger to tell you if you are in the Zoological Republic, to make sure that this sit at home, comply on the total sit at home. There's one thing you must also understand. You see this sit at home, we are putting you into a practice because the rating has not yet started yet. Now, why am I saying this? The Fulanis are coming. Our leader have said it. Their intention is to invade your land, and we must wedge them across our land. Now, how many of these DOS idiots have ever come out? The Ejiofor or the criminal Nmadubugo, the killer Nmadubugo, how many times have they come out to talk about the weapon that the Fulanis brought to Enugu with the helicopter? Why not to answer the queries asked by Madam Azuka and of course our spokesperson about the killings? Why have Ejiofor not come out and begin to debunk with the bishop that they joined together to kill Commander Gentle? Why is Ejiofor not responding on the death of Ikonso? These are the criminals in the DOS. These guys are up to something. They are demon. Remember, anytime that God brings a genuinity, something to liberate his people, you must see people like Goliath. You must see people like Baal. You must see people also like Judas. These are the men that are playing those roles of Judas and also the Philistines against the Biafran. But their end has come. I am here to tell you in Biafra land, sit at home is of God. And we are sitting at home because in the state of Nigeria, where impunity are practiced, because it is an animal kingdom, where they answer democracies, but the democracy does not function, where the police and army can kill you overnight and no one can ask a question, where people are being kidnapped for ransom, where Boko Haram are working with the government of Mietiala, where the Fulani herdsmen uses cow to come, I could say, have sex with the cow. And this is the reason why we want to quit from this particular Zoological Republic called Nigeria. We are tired of Nigeria. And now, some of you who are listening now to the sound of my voice, sometimes the Fulanis will come and invade your people like they're doing now in some of the Boy states, Yamofu and the rest of them in Olu. What do they do? When they come, they kill your people. And you are busy going to the market. Tomorrow, the Fulani will come and rape your mother. And they will ask you to sit home. Now you say, no, I am going to the market. Someone called me yesterday, say, Simon for release this sit at home because it is season. What is your season? Have any season as a slave to the Fulanis in Nigeria? You have no season. He whose house is on fire must not look for rat. Let me tell you people one thing you must understand. This sit at home has been enforced, and we are not hiding our face to say it. For many of you who are beating to us, some people say, talk finish now, you cannot come to Nigeria. With Nigeria. What we want is Biafra. There is nothing like Nigeria. Let me tell you, if you like, go and bring P2B. Go and bring the dead people in Nigeria and put them to become your governor and president. Any man that is telling you 2023 presidential election, that person is one of the most biggest fools you can ever think. Because the Fulanese has an intention. Their intention are not political. Their intention are jihadists. Their intention is to invade your land because they are hearing from the devil that the Nigerian state belongs to them, and they are curious and inquisitive and ready to soak the Quran into the water. This fight you see we are preparing you into, whether you want to prepare or not, the fight must come. It is already there. So I want you sometimes to thank God that we have people like us in diaspora, which God has set outside in a land where there is a democracy, to speak across where we are, to tell you what is about to come. And many of you will say, no, come home now, come and preach, come now. Ejiofor is leading Simon, voking Simon to come to Benin Republic, and so that he will assassinate Simon, as he has planned the assassination of Commander Gento with Nmadubugo, killing people, killing those who are very close to Mazen and the Kanu. Because now I want you sometime also not only to see how the ego flies on the air, but also study the gestures of every movement. The moment the sit at home was implemented, Nmadubugo jumped out like a mad dog and they start to shout. The moment the sit at home order from the spokesperson of Biafra was issued, not about even 30 minutes, all of them begin to cry. Ejiofor begin to cry. The other Ejiofor, all the demonic Ejiofors in so-called lawyer, they start to jump around and begin to fight, looking for any possible means in order to tell our people that they sit at home are not going to stand. But the question is here is, how long are you going to be a Nigerian? Have you gotten or becoming? What is it of becoming a Nigerian? What have you even profited as a Nigerian? I saw many fools around here shouting P2B, 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 and at the same time you are looking for another country passport. The passport you're looking for instance, the European passport, some of the colors are red. That signifies that those people fight to get that. It's a blood. That red simply means you are getting your passport, this red passport, which people who fought for it, who made it good, who made it possible for you, died in cold blood war, and some of them brutal revolution. And you see them, they will not even stand to say Biafra, and they will come and call you brother, sister. Let me tell you one thing. There is nothing like Nigeria. Nigeria is a fraudulent country. And that is what DOS, Nmadubugo, and the Ejiofor are defending in order to brainwash our people. But we're telling you, it's better you sit at home. You see this woto that is coming. Yes, you may be in the market. It is also the same Chinas and Woru with his dead man squad and all the evil they have created. They all have demonic outfits like a bubago who are killing you. They will come to the market and shot you. And they will say it is autopilot. That's why we are here this early morning to warn you. Whenever time they say sit at home, obey the order, because we are facing arrays of the enemy from within and without, as our leader has proclaimed. This message this morning will be interactive. If you want to call in, I think I'm going to place my number for many of you also who knows Mazo Kongo's number. You can call in. But let's begin to look into the fact. Why is Ejiofor crying? Why is Nmadubugo crying? Why are they crying? This is the question you have to ask yourself. Why are they crying? This is at home. They are our people, But they sold Mazen and the Kanu, Nmadubugo and the Ejiofor with Southeast governors, and all these people that the Ejiofor have been calling their name. They sold our leader so that Biafra will not come. And let me tell you, some of the family of our leaders are there because their hand has been polluted. That's why they cannot speak. I don't want to call a name here. You know who we are talking about. But we want them to come out and begin to speak out so that it will be well with them. And one thing I want to tell you on this Sabbath morning, as many that conspired in selling Mazen and the Kano, let me tell you, your generation, you saw the firstborn child of a person. And do you know what happened in Egypt? The moment Pharaoh refused to allow Jacob to go, the Bible recorded God also killed the firstborn child of Pharaoh, because Isi KJ with Isi. That's why we're here this early morning, to tell you that you must fuckingly sit at home. Let me use that word here. Sit at home. We will enforce it. People say, yesterday people were saying, look them now, they say sit at home. I saw one say, DOS 10. DOS is playing autopilot 10. Autopilot has put sit at home and DOS has thwarted it. Let me tell you one thing. No. The reason why it is like that is people always want to try. But on the process of trying danger, you can be hurt. That's why we are calling you. Don't be Onya Gedinene Babrabo. Don't be Onya Gedinene Babrabo. Menaba Okada Menaba Keke. You don't even know where the strange bullet of the Janjaweed are coming because they must persuade in order to put calamity in so many marketing so that they can be able to say it is autopilot that have done it. Put that in your mind. China Sangoru the killer, Ejiofor the killer, and the Nmadubugo, all these killers, they have never succumbed. Anya had it open because they are afraid of what is going to come out. If Biafra comes, we are going to query them. So what they do is they are always persuaded, running around in order to make sure that this sit at home does not stand. But check people. If Simon Ekpa said now, I want you to check them from what I'm saying. If Simon Ekpa said he is going to give us Biafra in 2023 with the God that have guided him, of course. Why is it that why is it that even China Sangoru and the Ejiofor Uwazirike, they are now in alliance in order to thwart the coming of Biafra? If their heart and mind are pure in getting you Biafra, they would have said, okay, let us allow Simon Ekpa and let's see the end of getting off this Biafra. But what did they do? They went through Soludo, paid them off, have an oath with them early as February, if I could remember, and that is why we sacked them. When Mazi Simon Ekpa, the great dragon, sacked all these people, many who do not understand what we're saying was thinking that we are joking. It is not a joking time. One day, Mother Caroline and our airplane bye-bye. We are moving ahead and ahead. And the autopilot has come to stay. One day, or Biafra can have said it. Either you give us Biafra, or all of us, we will perish in Biafra. I will rather the Fulani slave. It's better that me be lowered in the grave instead of me to serve the fools, Fulani, uncircumcised idiot. And that is exactly what Ejiofor, Nmadubugo, and all your members of the DOS are doing. None of them are pure. Ask yourself from the time Mazi Nandekana has been rendited up to now, what have they offered? When we tell you to sit at home so that we can get Biafra and come out of trash, come out of prison, all of you are still saying season, Christmas season. How many years have you done Christmas and you're still a fool? How many years have you done season, Christmas season, but you are still into debt? How many years are you going to work for the Fulani? They call you buying and selling. Why political career belongs to them. That's why they has blanfaded you. But now the autopilot under the leadership of Mazi Nandekano, of course, and our spokesperson, Mazi Simon, has come, and we must end this impunity. And that is why it doesn't matter how we look like. It doesn't matter how, whatever that Biafra must come. Like Mazi Simon has, we push all of you into Biafra, whether you want it or not. And force. And this sit at home from today henceforth will be enforced. We use the word enforce, and people were very smart. So many people are asking me through WhatsApp, through many handle. I thought that our first initiative is to enforce the sit at home. We cannot just come out and begin to enforce people. We don't force things. That's why we're called autopilot. Whatever thing that we're going to take place for you to run into your house and obey the sit at home so that all of us will come out one time and become pure. Many people don't want to die. Many don't want to suffer. Many don't want to do something that are hard. That's why they're jumping from one corner to the other. You have to be a man. Our leader Mazi Nandekano talk about mental toughness. How do you think that you start with mental toughness? How long are we going to be repeating the messages of our leader Mazi Nandekano for you to understand that you have to equip yourself and get ready for any eventuality? Do you think that Fulanis are not coming? The war is already on your corner. Now train yourself for anything that is about to come, whether you like it or not. The Fulanis, they are coming. This sit at home, either you take it, begin to practice it now, or you practice it tomorrow. By that time, they will be on your door to rape your mother and rape your wife exactly in your presence. Then you will die and God will blame you for not fighting for the Biafran restoration. Because if you listen, I want you to go back to the scripture, the Bible, and read the scripture about the Philistines and the Israelites. The Bible recorded, it said, every day a giant called Goliath, just like the Fulanis, coming into the territory of the Israelites, terrorizing them, terrorizing the people of God. But one day, a man came just like Mazen Nandekano. A man came just like Simon Eba. A man came just like, even some women came like Manazuka and some of our other pilots. A woman called Esther. Go and read them. There are virtual women who have come to make she's given to their own people. Nehemiah, all these people, go and read the scripture. You will see how men took the body in order to separate their people from marginalization, killing, rape, and terrorism, just as is today in the land of Nigeria, where Buhari, whether dead or alive, swear that you are a dot, and all of you are still behaving like a dot. This your Chike Doziem, DOS, and the Nmadubugo, and the Ejiofor, and all the Irats. These people are the choosing servants of the devil to set you back. But one man in my village is saying, "One pina about one going when about one, but I get here now." And one of the things also that baffles us is so many idiots who hate autopilot without any reason. If you really ask them now, why actually do you hate Simon Eba? Or even do you hate Mazo Konkwo? Why do you hate Madam Azoka? Why do you hate the autopilot? Why do you hate us? They cannot even give you a good, I could say, reason why they hate us. They hate us because when they are singing One Nigeria, hiding under the umbrella of Mazen Nandekano, Mazen Simon came with the spirit of Elohim and exposed these criminals. And from then, their anger was so high that even if I thought they find any way that Biafra will come, they have promised the devil, their father, to make sure that the Biafra will not come. Now, sit at home order that have been happening. Sit at home order was not first implemented by the autopilot. I played the video yesterday. Go to Mazo Konkwo Biafran TV. You're going to see the video I played. I repeated this video yesterday, which was one of the powerful message of our leader based on the, I could say, sit at home order. How Dave Omahi, all these impunitors, all these intellectuals, they have tried as much as they can in order to stop this sit at home. But in terms of Mazen Nandekano persuaded that the sit at home must take place. Sit at home is the only weapon you have in order to dismantle Nigeria, because when you come out of the street, they will launch the Fulani bandit army from Yetiala, people they brought from Chad, Mali, and all the Senegambias to come and kill you. And we ask you, one you may be rushing to main market to go and personally see you, but just only one day for you to take 100,000. The same Chinas and Woru who is now working with the Ebubago people, they will come there and open fire, and your Nigerian army will support them because they are the same working together. Chinas and Woru, Nmadubugo, Ejiofor, and the other Ejiofor who came to lie that Mazen Kano State Loco. These are evil men that have set up for you to destroy you, and you must stand firm and follow the spokesperson of Biafra, Mazen Simon Eba, on everything we say. Brother, give your own and we give our own, and we must get free from this Biafra. Our purpose of sit at home is to release Mazen Kano and also preparation for Biafran exit. We can no longer negotiate with anybody. Joshua Iginla, the prophet, he said it one time that a time shall come when you are no longer going to, you will cry, you will plead, you will weep for people, for us to go into dialogue, and we'll tell you for the time of dialogue is over. And we're entering to the very particular time of that when the dialogue shall no longer be possible. And that's why we are calling all Biafrans the lovers of freedom, those of you who know the power that God has bestowed upon Mazi Simon Ekpa and all the autopilot working together to free you, we say to you, we will push you into Biafra land. You see this, sit at home, try to come out again. Try to come out again, and anything that China Sangoro did to you, because they will come to shoot you. They will shoot you, and they will tell you it is IPO autopilot, or it is Simon Ekpa, because they have no other name to call. They will call our names, and anytime they call our name, God will begin to expose their ass, how they kill Commander Gentle, how they collected money. At the initial time when this sit-at-home order was implemented, do you know what they did? They all gathered together and begin to issue memo. Chike Dozim, who said yesterday sit-at-home is what we are going to implement. Chike Dozim, the same day, it's not up to 3 days, cancel the sit-at-home. And they use counter. And I still see the same thing revealing himself or repeating himself again, because all these guys, they collected money and all of them now, we don't want to call people's name, but the reason why they don't want the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they know that the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, a lot of things will unfold that will shock your eyes on this business, on this, I could say, on this struggle of Biafra. And that's why we call people to follow the autopilot, persuade yourself to make this sit-at-home work. When we knock it finish, Biafra will be free. Don't you think that you want to be like people in Dubai? Don't you think that you want to be like people in the whole land? When you lost your job, government will give you money to sustain yourself. When a woman has a bad, pay your wife money for the child for you. When you have no food, there is a place, the food bank, where you go and get food. And they're calling you so many idiots. I saw one woman who came from Rudolph Okonkwo's platform one time asking Simon, hey, what are you doing? How are you going to feed the people? Shouting like monkeys. What did your governors feed you with during the coronavirus? That's why we are here, to open your eyes. Don't follow these notorious people. Don't follow these people who put their stomach first, like China Sangoro, Ejiofor, and the rest of them, collecting money from Soludo's in-law to kill our people. That's why we are here, we are red. We say to you that the autopilot will be the end of your impunity, and that's why we are here to end you up. And all of you that are chatting people, put P2B very far from what we're doing. We're talking about revolution that is about to start. Some people are not going to this ceremony on the Sabbath day. I am here with the iniquity to cause you people. I want you people to ask yourself, how long are you going to go to main market? Why the Fulanis are grabbing the offices? They put you in main market, even the main market where you're going as a businessman. Look at the environment of the market where you are in area. Look at the airline, what OKIKE has turned the area into. And many people say, market. You have been doing it before. Monday, sit at home. We have told you, the sit-at-home order was tried yesterday. We are already approaching into the real fundamental thing about this sit-at-home. One day not chose I don't want you to go first to be something. Those of you that goes first to this sit-at-home, if you don't take time, this sit-at-home. You want to be the number first to try. Yesterday movie, right? Today, from today to the end of this 5 days sit-at-home is going to come in the way you will not understand. And every market, we want you to be careful. Your wife or your children, something. Sit back, don't go to anywhere in the name of in the name of marketing. You have buy and sell from Idumota to Doluwo, from Oshodi to Jankara, from Jankara to Ariara, from Ariara to Ahiohono, from there to Ware Market, a Furu Market. What have you achieved? Nothing. The Fulanis are riding on private jet only to sit at home. You can't even sit at home to comply, sit at home so that you can be able to be free from Fulani forever and ever. Do you know the power is sit at home? Whatever thing that you're doing, that Nigerian government are complaining that it is painful, it is destructive, do that more. Anywhere you choke a needle, there's these people they call acupuncturists. There are some times they will be using needle to go all about your head or some part of the private parts. Anywhere the pain is, that is where the cure is. Let's focus on how we must make sure that we dismantle the economy of the Zoological Republic, because we must be free from Nigeria. Nigeria is not our nation. They have killed us a lot, and we want to use this strategy, sit at home, to revenge about the 5.5 million people that died in Biafra war, and the ones who Uzodinma killed, the ones Dave Umahi killed, the ones Wike has killed, and those ones who even died where we do not know. That's why we're here to tell you the sit at home order must not be thwarted. I have a number for anyone who want to call in and contribute concerning this sit at home order. We are here to restore Biafra. Our leader said, for many of you who have been called from their mother's womb, come out and join this. Those of you who have money, we are still calling men and women in Biafra land, those who has money, to sponsor this particular movement. The war is coming. The Fulanis are arranging, they are coming. And we are asking you to strategize yourself, begin to practice what will soon happen on these few months before the election. And you don't want to listen to what we are saying until someone will shoot you in the market so that they can be able to blame the IPOB autopilot or blame Simoniba or blame our agitators. You must be careful. In a state like this where you have known that Chinasa Agbaru and the Ejiofor, they are doing everything very possible best, because the Nigerian government has paid them, pay your DOS. They launched IRAT, 5 million or 500,000 broadcasters in order to thwart this sit at home. Do you think they must also, they are the ones that are going to enforce this sit at home? They will tell you not to sit at home, but they are also coming to the market with dead man's squad of Chinasa Agbaru to shoot you. They will shoot you inside the market in order to pass the allegation on the Biafra. These are the intels getting to us. So in case you are going to the market and they shot you there, you know that it is Chinasa Agbaru and the DOS and those people who are there, paid, supported by so many governors, those who are conspiring with them for the rendition, who worked with them, to rendit Mazin and Kanu. Ask yourself, which kind of human beings are these your DOS? And the Ejiofor and the Nmadubugo. They killed and they sealed. They destroyed and they massacred and killed. There are many questions that have been asked to this Ejiofor, which Ejiofor is dodging to answer. Ejiofor, we still want you to come out and answer Biafrans in English, because Biafran land is not only the Igbo-speaking place. You are also representing many Biafrans, those people from Avon, Izon, Shakri, those people from also Ijo that doesn't speak our Igbo language. We want a barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor to come and repeat that which is said in English. You are still confusing our people. Those who believe in Mazin and Kano, those IPOBs from those states, from Igodo, from the non-speaking Igbo side, Ejiofor, you have neglected these people, and they came and begin to wove your impunity with Igbo language, and they think that nobody understands. Let me tell you, Akage, Akogonaja, Ejiofor, Magi, Nmadubugo, all of you will leave Biafra land as soon as possible, because I'm Mutun, Ayataonara. There is a need that you leave the country now. The line is open for anyone who want to contribute. Do not expect only Mazi Okonkwo, Mazi 247, and Mazi Samanepa and the rest of us, Madam Grafi and all the rest, for that only we are going to be broadcasting. Your call this morning can add somebody, that can add something to whatever thing that we are doing here today. That's why I'm calling you. Pick this number and call in, +343 72512, +343 +316343 72512. So call this number and make your own. If you don't want, then we'll move forward. I am here to tell us that the sit-at-home order must not be neglected. It is the only thing that God has given unto us. Even while we sit at home, Ihon has chosen the Fulani to come inside our house and begin to bring us. Come out. We ask people to sit at home, and the DOS are, you know, speaking through their ARATs that they're coming to, you know, rough you out. They are coming to make sure that the sit-at-home works. How are they going to make the sit-at-home works? They are coming to shoot you in area. When they come there, when you start to run in that market, also when China Sanworu will launch his dead man squad and the criminal Ejiofor and could say Nmadubugo, when they come and they start to shoot you inside that market, do you know who will die first? Do you know where the bullet is coming? Sit at home. Why not just sacrifice? Christmas. Christmas. It is he who is alive. We talk about building house. When you don't die, your house is gone. So better live alive and see your house being built. Don't allow this sit at home that will ask you to sit just only for this temporary time. For a moment, this is not till eternity, but you are perambulating. And when that also game, I am just saying this to tell you how this kind of things is, because China Sanworu is a max person who, I don't know where he is, in Kuwait or in Hellfire. He will be there with Chike Dozem, all these criminals using the name Ejiofor. In fact, after Ejiofor change here in Igbo land, because Ejiofor will later become like in the Nebuchadnezzar in the nearest future. Nobody will answer that anymore. Have you seen where people give the name Ifajuna? Have you seen people? There are names after Biafra come that will no longer exist in Biafra land. People like Ejiofor, Nmadubugo, you will no longer answer. These are the names that are perpetuated Biafra. They are no longer to be in existence. I can work with all these evil names because they will be a hot memory in the lives of Biafra if we still answer all these monkey and the killer's name. Ejiofor. Everyone call Ejiofor. The other one come also begin to rant on the social media. I'm Ejiofor. I was one of the lawyers that meeting Nnamdi Kanu. Mazise, who told you that Mazise? Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, you know, can never, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu can never, will not. He has given all he can. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has sold his life. And don't believe anyone who's telling you that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is telling him. Now the question you must ask yourself, is it only Ejiofor, people call Ejiofor, that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu always speak to? The answer is no. These are those people who have come to the land of, they have been paid. They have been paid. Ejiofor has been paid. Nmadubugo has received money. That's why you see their faces are red, very red, to make sure they are working. When they had it, they said the zoo government will call them again. You see what we paid you for. This boy, they used to call Simon, but this boy in Finland has started again. This boy has started. Then what was our agreement? They will begin. That is when you saw Nmadubugo running like a monkey, forcing, making sure that the sit-at-home order you are killing our people. They are doing on the screen so that we can watch. So that is exactly what they're doing in order to destroy the work of our leader Nnamdi Kanu. But the end has come, as we have said to you. Mazi Samanekpa is a gift of God to us. If you have never know that now. Mazi Samanekpa and autopilot is the greatest gift that God has given to you. That's why we are here to tell you this. In what they said. Oh my God, I'm trying on the screen, but I don't know why it's giving me a loggerhead. I want to bring something on the screen. How do I make it bold? How do I make this one bold now? Open now. Comment. coming. All right. Let me see if this one. I'm really having a trouble. I'm really having trouble. See why I'm playing this? You see this prophet? These are prophets. I want to show this is your prophet. Everything he have ever
I see
said
document
was on Biafra and also.
and as I see document presented, and I look at the document and say that and the best thing to be signed and be told for the release of mass and the camp.
Sorry about that. I want to think that because of the internet. Right, let's go back a little. All right. Well, Wala, please give us time.
A Biafran struggle to be silenced at the moment this and I said, what is going on? So look at what is happening in the realm of the spirit and see beyond the ordinary place of custody to look at the event that's going on there. Because what we are talking about and what we want is what is called permanent solution and peace.
I don't know why it's not anywhere. Clips of this major prophet, but I don't know why it's not. Wait, please give me one more time, please, our people. I want to play this. I don't know why it's really disturbing. I think it's like internet wala. Have internet wala. Anyway, so but anyway, Biafrans, please give me the internet is really giving me wala. I don't know what to do. Okay, big wala. It's really giving me wahala. Oh, let me see. All right. I think it should be better now. Okay, then I want us to now listen to this prophet. The reason why I'm playing it, a lot of things that I've heard this man say comes to reality.
I see document, and as I see document presented, and I was looking at the document and I see what is written there. Document.
So the Lord was showing major prophet of God the release of man Nnamdi Kanu. But I want you to listen very well. This man here, I have followed him. Every of his prophetic utterances is pure and just. Many people don't believe it, but let me tell you. What he said here was what we saw before, and what he reviewed was what Ejiofor is working hard with the Nmadubugo and all the Southeast governors. Nnamdi Kanu has been fully released. But the question is this: why is the document being fraudulent, not allow Nnamdi Kanu to go out? It is because so many people there, Southeast governor, use Ejiofor, Nmadubugo, China Sanworu, Chike Dozem, and some members of Nnamdi Kanu's family. Don't put them on the corner, they are there also. These are the people that are persuading to make sure that this document should not be signed for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. But the major prophet of God here has come to say it. Let me tell you, there are prophets, and I believe this man here, everything he saw was exactly what God is showing me. You know, because of agitation, sometimes God can show you something, but, you know, people believe, those people are in agitation. When you come and talk, they say, I know Sam, because he said this yesterday. But God shows me something. The reason why I'm capitalizing on the prophecies of this man and the ones that his Gila has said is this particular major prophet of God is also a freedom fighter, and God is speaking to him direct. The day I fear this man was the day he mentioned Simon Ekpa and told you people exactly who Simon was. I was shocked because I know Simon very well from spiritual standpoint of view. Not everyone that follows Jesus knows him. Until Paul, who do not follow Jesus, saw the spiritual side of the Christ. And he said that he want to know, not only knowing Jesus, but the power that make him risen from the grave. So if you want to know Simon, like this man said about Simon one time before, it's not talking about what was actually holding Nnamdi Kanu. Is China Sanworu, Nmadubugo, Southeast governors, Ejiofor, and Barrister Ejiofor, and some members of Nnamdi Kanu's family, and huge of them in DOS. That's why they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to come out. See, this fight is no longer about only Fulanis alone. We will first of all deal with our inner enemies. Deal with the people like Ejiofor, Ejiofor, and Nmadubugo, and the Chinas and Wora and Chike Dozem. These are the main criminals and main blockage we have to first of all block out of our land before we talk about. Fulanis have finished because we know them already. International bodies know them already. But the ones you don't know is these criminals that are still using the name of Nnamdi Kanu. When you say sit at home, they deceive our people to come out. And tomorrow, they are the same one also who the Fulanis are going to use to kill our people. Now, they have done everything possible to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is not released. But let's listen to the major prophet of God fluently. I'm not going to interrupt it. Let it play. Then we'll continue. Don't mind me. It is a prophecy. Thank you.
And everything you need to big Kanu, because I'm seeing what's called the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and I see him right away.
I see him right away out to be coming out of prison. But now we're going to look what is that rope that are holding Nnamdi Kanu still. That rope is the hand of Ejiofor. Is the hand of Nmadubugo, is the hand of Southeast governor, is the hand of Haneze Ndoshin and Dama in Igbo land. These are the hands that are holding the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why our sit-at-home order must not go down. By the time we with this sit-at-home order, they will not have no choice but going to resign that paper that our Hamadike will be out. Then, if you want to know who I've been leading you. Follow us to make sure that this sit at home is released, is properly obeyed as the spokesperson Mazi Simon Ekpa has said. Then you will now, after the release of Mazi Kanu, even you'll be surprised that those people are Ejiofor, hey, Biafra. Why is Ejiofor praising the King Gamoru? Why is Ejiofor praising only criminals? After the day he had Mazi Kanu is about to be released, Ejiofor was in shock. He was not in himself. He was confused. And they begin to pay alliance. Iken Guru, Agochina Sangoru, and the Chike. These are the people, they are clients to Ejiofor. IPOB are not a client to Ejiofor. The clients of Ejiofor are those who has persuaded in killing Mazi Kanu. Ejiofor, let me connect this knot to you. Ejiofor said that he didn't know Mazi Kanu until Mazi Kanu was rendited. Do you know what he really means? He meant that what he actually wanted was the death of Mazi Kanu in Kenya. But now he realized that this man, someone that he cannot just destroy. That is all Ejiofor is trying to tell you in a nutshell. But we in IPOB autopilot, there are many of us who are very highly spiritual, especially all of us. With the moment you say something, we will go to the spiritual stand of it and we diagnose it and we digest it and we get the point. That's why Simon is very, very essential, and Mazi Kanu ask you to go and listen to him. Simon Ekpa has different kind of colors, different kind of personality, different kind of wisdom, different kind of way. The same thing couples with the Manawazoka, Honorable Ejiofor. The moment in with the autopilot, we will follow only one sentence we make. We will know the direction where you're coming from. Like when Nmadubugo jump out and begin to shout, we saw already fear on his face. Hey, because they thought that the money that was paid to them, they have silenced the money. But Nigerian government are here to ask them their money. Immediately we mention it at home, they ring them. You see, they started again, oh, this is what we paid you for. This is why we paid you. Canon Takano also have to come and declare. Canon Takano want you to come and declare yourself free from this money, because from the indirect source we are getting that your hand is also on this money collected. We don't want to talk about you, but what we are saying is stand up and follow the autopilot. Let's dismantle and take this Ejiofor out of the way. We are not going to kill him so that people will not say tomorrow, Mazi Okonkwo has said, no. And a weapon mado kopiaka, like Simon Ekpa has said, it's not going to be easy because he still claims to be the one who Mazi Kanu. But I want us to listen to this major prophet of God, Elijah, the man of God prophet. He said it as God showed it to me. I will not come here to brag whether you are there the day God showed me, but this man is a prophet. Everything he said, I saw too much hand dragging Mazi Kanu. Mazi Kanu is about to come out. They are dragging him back into the prison because of the calamities that are afraid not to face when Mazi Kanu comes out. That's why you see Ejiofor, Nmadubugo. The intention they have is to kill you as a Biafran and make sure the money they have collected from the zoo is properly kept and arranged. They are under oath to keep this zoological republic going. Now, let's listen to the major prophet and
I have to ask them, what is the but all about? And Lord said, the but all about is what is called things to sign.
Things to sign.
And I begin to ask questions. And I said, sir, are you ready to sign all these things or not? And he said, the man of God, the reason why you sign all these things is that signing these means to silence the Biafra agitation and Biafra to be silenced the moment these things are signed. And I said, what is going on? Because in the realm of the spirit, as a prophet of God, the Lord given the grace to always look at what is happening in the realm of the spirit and see beyond the ordinary place.
Sign, to destroy Biafra, to sign. That's what is your fault.
Because we're talking about, and what we want is what is called permanent solution and permanent peace that will reign forever. And everything will come back to normal, and God will take absolute control, and the will of God become done on the face. Yes.
Because
Why? This is just a sign. come out. But I look at the clause and I'm clause and writing the clause, I enter into the Biafran clause, what is called signing of the freedom of massacre of the canon. And I begin to see what is called clause. And in the realm of the spirit, I am seeing what's called a clause. To be silenced. And the master said, no, instead of me to sign this, I better remain in thy kingdom come.
Now the kind of say
he's
never been.
Why this man is now saying, what's going on? Who brought this document? And what is this document all about? And I want to now take the document and disappear from there. And the Lord said, no, this is not about what is called spiritual power. Take this document and disappear from here. This is about the mission and discussion and what is called a permanent peace solution that will come upon the face. And I begin to look at it and I see Peter signed this document. I have begun to see the EU signature right there. I see United America signature right there. And I see what is called the signature of United Kingdom. And I begin to ask which people prepared this document. And I look at the spiritual world as document prepared. And I State of America signature there, and I see the EU.
All the whole world in totality against Biafra, and are using those people you are calling your leaders in the US. Exactly what they are doing. That is exactly what they're using Ejiofor, Nmadubugo, and all these criminals in the DOS claim that are DOS members. This is exactly what they're using them to do in order to keep Biafra under perpetual bondage, but their end has come. We are warning you today. We are warning you. Every of our sit-at-home day must be respected fully. Every of our distinction want to be thwarted by Ejiofor and Nmadubugo. And if you are here, you're commenting nonsense. If I find you, I'm going to block you. When I block you, your generation have been blocked because you are not smiling. Sit at home and receive the blessings of God to you and your generation to come. Amen. Thank you. Good said. Now, let's ask ourselves, why are they trembling at the sound of sit at home? Number one, why are also they afraid paying alliance with the fell Owazirike in order to keep Biafran agitation dead? Because they are all afraid the calamities that is going to come. When Biafra come, as we have said, all of them must face questions. All of them must answer. Nmadubugo will come and answer those who he killed. Ejiofor will come also and answer about the allegation passed on him. Did he come to debunk it? No, Ejiofor has no mouth because he's guilty of every allegation. Know this from now. That is why the sit at home is a very painful name. When you mention it, they are all run around. But we're telling all of you who are only interested in buying and selling. The Bible says food for stomach and stomach for food. All of them, God will judge. When you do not respect this sit at home, anything that happens to you in the market, because the same people who are telling you come out, will not be there when the bullet is going to hit you. They are also the same one who is also coming to shoot you, and they will say, yes, sir, it is IPOB autopilot. That boy in Finland, you call him that boy, is still moving forward. And he has epidemialized all of us into getting Biafra. Or for the name, some of them are going to native doctor, and native doctor have them. The only way to kill Simon is the only way you eat shit of agadi wine. They are all eating the shit of agadi wine in order for Simon to disappear. But still, they eat the shit finished. In agadi wine, but still, the epidemic is not yet dead. Why can't you join and become epidemialized so that we can get Biafra Nara? Your end has come. We come to tell you, sit at home. Sit at home And at the same time, there's never going to be any 2023 election because your P2B is only illusion. They have brought him to wear you back, to wear you down, to dismantle. Those are the documents that the major prophet is saying here. Hidden documents, hidden communique written to put down the Biafran agitation. But we will tell you, the movement of Biafra is in the hand of God. There is no election. There is nothing like election in Biafra land. And our sit at home from 9 that started to 10, 11, 12, and 14. We continue go on. Mature here. And mind yourself. Don't be that man. Don't be that man who has mowed a gun and said, try it, let me check. You mowed gun, finish. And they ask your next opponent to take the gun and try it in your body, whether they move. This is exactly what all of you who are going to market is doing. When the bullet will range from afar, let's listen to Major Prophet about the document. Whatever God done to you, God has given us a strategy of the sit at home, and we must not allow this very option that CHUKWU ABIAMA Elohim has given unto us to perish. We must make sure that our sit at home continue and continue. Many of you are saying, where do we go chop? Are you going to starve the people? The starvation is even coming. One thing you must know that the Fulanis are ready. Recently, they've been using Dangote trailer in a Yamufu. Dangote trailer carrying weapon. And who are the people that are guiding them? Your police officers that the Fulani has sent to you in Biafra land, guiding the criminal, guiding the bandit. The moment the Fulani comes to kill you, the police will come out and guide the same enemy. And they're still shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Look at everyone that is shouting P2B, P2B. Look at how they are. Look at all of you that are shouting one. Your face has become, your face even look like as ugly, as barren as Nigeria itself. We want to warn you, this sit-at-home order is not to be neglected. Don't look it down, because the calamity will come and hit you unaware. And we don't want anybody to die. And we don't want people to die in Biafra land. We don't want them to shoot you. We don't want them to rape your mother anymore. We don't want them to rape your sister and take your land, fools. How long are you going to be a merchandant? You move from Ariari, move to main market, you move from main market to Lagos, and things are still sounding as they are. You can't even ask yourself a question. Ask yourself this simple question: why is Ejiofor, Nmadubugo, and the Southeast governors and Ohaneze Ndoshin and Dama, why are they not even talking about the impunity going on against the indigenous people of Biafra and of course Oduduwa? Want to thank God for people like Governor Autumn, who have also allowed Biafran flag on his own state. Do you think he's mad? No. He knew that the time has come for everyone to be free. Governor Autumn have even told you, because of the way he has chosen to make sure that the people are being released, he write his will and gave it to his wife and said, I will remain a truthful person to fight this freedom once and for all, so that the killings of our people, of his own people, will be over. But what did your own people do? Ndi Igbo, People like Ejiofor, Ejiofor, Chinas and Woru, Chike, those criminals in DOS supporting the British in order to keep our people. And they will come on Radio Biafra, that is a place where they gossip and begin. This morning, they're also going to be there gossiping and talking trash in the name of keeping the Sabbath. You are keeping the Sabbath where your people are dying. Dara. We come to tell you, don't play with this at home. I come this morning to still speak it to our people. I want you always to go back and listen to every statement that Mazi Nnamdi has made concerning sit at home. Don't play with it. It is what God has given unto you, as the major prophet of God here, Elijah, have said. It is our weapon. It was a weapon in the hands of Isaiah during the time of Isaiah, like I quoted before. Isaiah said to the people, go ye and sit calm in the house until calamities are over. What is happening in Nigeria is even not a calamity. It is an impunity, genocide, Holocaust going on. And somebody will come and tell you that Mazi Nnamdi can say. But I want to tell you that Mazi Nnamdi has not spoken to any Ejiofor. Is it any Ejiofor? Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who has killed our people? Gentle is missing, and nobody is asking Ejiofor up to now. Look at this man here. He was killed in the house of Ejiofor, and none of you have ever said to Ejiofor, come and debunk the allegation on this tall man that was killed in his house, and many others that the evidence are still in our hand to be reviewed on the due time. We command all of you, sit at home. Sit at home. And the major thing that you must do also is to support our Eastern Security Network by paying in our website to sponsor the movement of Biafra, because Fulanis are bringing you. You must know this. You know this, that the hour has come that they are about to destroy you, and that's why God has chosen many of us who are in diaspora to stop this war by sitting at home. Don't say we do not want you, because the Dead Man Squad of Chinas and Woru, Ebubago, and many other outfits they have set up. Ejiofor also have his own outfit. Nmadubugo also have his own outfit. There's a lot of things you do not know. That's why in autopilot we used to say, what you don't know is bigger than you are. Sit at home and stop talking. At the end of this sit at home, it is a price that you pay and you won't pay it again. But they're talking about what are you going to eat? What are you going to... The woman also who is asking Simon on the Root of Okonkwo's platform, when Simon appeared there, hey, what are you going to eat? Do you have any plan? What plan did your governor schedule for you during the Corona time? They didn't even do anything for you. When we say sit in your house and wait for a calamity to be over, you are thinking of what we eat. Man shall not live by bread alone. Many of you are enjoying the Western passport you have. It is red color. That shows that that passport color is manufactured from the blood of the people that fought for the revolution. But check your own passport and your own flag. Still tell you that your land is a farmyard for the Fulani British. That's what you must. And we're here to force you into Biafra, whether you like it or not. Ejiofor won't stop Biafra. Nmadubugo, the criminal, is on the run. Chike Doziem will not even see Biafra. All these people will not see Biafra as long as they come out with this kind of impunity to put our people into perpetual damnation. And we are here and we said their end has come. So I am here this morning to remind you to sit at home. But first of all, let's listen to this hidden agenda that God has revealed to this major prophet of God, who has been doing wonder, speaking it without fear. Zoo government and the British and all the people that the major prophet here has mentioned, they are doing everything possible to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu signs the document so that Biafran struggle will die. That is the area you must not forget. That is what you must know that they have come out to carry out. But we won't allow it to happen. We are live and we are direct. Sit at home continues until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out. I want you also sometime before you castigate us, ask yourself, why do we really believe in sit at home? We believe in sit at home because this is what God has given unto us as the only weapon. Since when we come out, they will kill us like a ball, kill us like water, we can kill all of us. But this time, we don't want to die anymore. We want to be alive and see the Biafra comes. It's the kingdom of God on earth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not sign. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never said anything to Ejiofor. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never said anything to the betrayer Nmadubugo and all the British government. He have refused to sign. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must not forget, he also told us that anytime he dressed, let the next man on across him shoot him dead. So how do you think that such a man will also accept his own death sentence? Why he's already on the dungeon? It's not possible. So do not believe all this that trash. They are all liars and iniquitous. These are fools. I'm taking calls. If you want to call in, like as I said before, if you have a contribution, even if it's 2 people who can call in and contribute to what we're doing, that is enough. It is only one man that God uses to change the country. We want you to call in if you can, and I will pick your call. You make your own contribution and tell us what you think about this at home. And if you are also in Biafran land witnessing or have witnessed the sit at home, you can as well call. If you have any message to pass, call. We don't ask you to show your face. We are here to restore Biafra. While I am playing the major prophet, I'm expecting your call. If you don't call, it is also the same thing. We're going to end this broadcast and we'll move on. And I want you also to subscribe on my channel at Mazi Okonkwo. I think I have the first call here. And let's see. A caller on the line, your name and where you are. Caller, can you hear me? Mazi, can you hear me?
Hello.
Good morning, Mazi.
From here.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you for your good works. I just want to appreciate you. You guys are doing a marvelous work. Thank you. I appreciate all your good work, all your efforts, all the media teams. You guys are wonderful. Mazi, my contribution is that everything is clear now.
Very clear.
I'm using, although we know the truth before, but we just say that there will be to make it an eye open that before that I doesn't know the truth. You understand? So this is at home now. We just say eye open from this. So we have to the truth or those. As in anybody that said that he doesn't know the people that stand on the truth, that person is a devil himself.
Exactly.
You know, he's a complete devil. In fact, that person doesn't Biafra. That is summary of it. That person doesn't want Biafra to come. This sit at home is a complete eye opener. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never be against it at home. And all this rubbish Ejiofor and Nmadubugo are saying, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not said anything about the sit at home. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not said anything against the sit at home. All those junk they are bringing out, saying our leaders say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all are fallacy, lies.
Correct.
All are fallacy. So this sit at home now is a stab on their chest. You know,
exactly.
It's a very big stab on their chest because of the money they have collected in the zoo government people. The money they have collected, the money as the zoo is on their neck. They are chasing them. they are on their neck, Mazi.
Exactly.
I'm very happy for what you guys are doing. All thanks to all the true Biafra, all thanks to all the ones back home, all the people that sit at home. This sit at home continue. This sit at home is separating the chaff from the wheat.
Exactly.
Although we have separated before, but it's still separating. This is the final of it, Mazi Okonkwo. I'm happy for what you guys are doing. Nobody will say that he doesn't know the truth now. The truth is very open. Anybody that is against it at home, that person is a Nigeria agent. That person is a Nigeria. You understand?
Exactly. Exactly, Mazi.
So thank you for your good work.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you for that wonderful call, Mazi. Keep on doing as you're doing. All of us, we are into this game together. Those of you who are calling and those of you who are contributing, just be in a sound mind. Biafra will come. You have finished it already. They know that if Mazi Nnamdi comes out, their end will come fast.
I must encourage Mazi, please hold on. I must encourage the people back home. Let them keep up. Let them keep sitting at home. You know, let them keep sitting at home. This is a battle we are in. We are going to finish it. God is in our side.
Yes, sir.
All the things that is happening, that is a sign that to show you that God has not abandoned us. God is in our side. We will win this battle. We are already winning. We are already winning. The seat at home is the eye opener. We must win. Biafra must come. They are running. They are doing everything to blackmail Biafra not to come. But God is with us. Elohim is with us. We must give us Biafra. Biafra with us. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you for that wonderful call. And we are live still. We are direct. This is your brother Mazi Okonkwo. For some of you who have never subscribed to my channel at Mazi Okonkwo, to send word Biafran TV, just subscribe and hit the thumb button at the time that I'm on live. You'll be getting the notification because you see we are ready to go. All our channels are on. And I'm expecting so many people who want to call in. More one person to call, then we will call it a day. You know, sometimes we want people also to call in. Not only we that are broadcasters. When we say autopilot media, it's not only the ones you see here. There are men on the Twitter, men on Facebook, men who are even in TikTok. Everywhere you go, we want you to be tweeting about this and let the whole world know that this is the only weapon we have. And the reason why we have buy the idea of sit at home is because we don't want people to be kidding us. And I think I have another caller from Switzerland. I think it's Switzerland or Germany. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mazi Okonkwo.
Good morning, my sister. God bless you. Shabbat shalom.
Good morning. We thank God for everything.
Yes, sir.
Whether they like it or not, we are winning. Yesterday, I was talking with my people in Naba. I say, what are we talking? What are you people doing? Look at how where you are living. Somebody come back, you hide, no place to go. We are bringing what we are enjoying here in Europe, and every day we send you for 1,000, 2,000. Is it life? We want to bring all the things we're enjoying here to you. If you don't want to sit at home, but thank God at about 12 o'clock, I now hear the news now change. The news. I say, you see, I told you people, you see, people have to know who is doing the right thing and who is doing the bad thing. Do you know that why our leader is still there? Because he refused to say no, I don't want Nigeria. If he said now, I want, then we leave him to come out.
Exactly.
But he said no. Then look at us here. Look at us here. You are going up every day. You see where he's staying. You play. He's holding there. We outside are not holding. People just change your mind. They say that. Not the no people are talking. What if I think people should believe me? I meet and I know what is going. People should believe me. So that one, I thank God. They hear yes, delivered, have to go back home. But another one again, this praying. What I pray this morning is against if there anything Ejiofor is taking or putting in the mouth or rubbing anywhere to go talk to our leader. I pray this morning that let Holy Ghost fire.
In the fire.
My mind. Okay. I pray every time, but this morning, this was my prayer today, this morning, against the Ejiofor. Is there anything he's putting in his mouth or robbing anywhere or whatever, when you go to see our leader, I counsel it this morning with the blood of Christ. That's why I say, please, let me say it out. Anybody that is praying, please, let us put this thing in prayer. Whatever he's using to go, let God scatter it. That was my prayer this morning. I hammered the prayer this morning. Not be small.
Maybe the hammer, my sister. Thank you.
Fire.
Hammer and where we need people like you, those who can pray, because we have entered into a critical junction that, not only physical. Prayer is needed, my sister.
Are they fire, Ramo? Are they fire? God no. Are they fire? Morning, midnight.
Amen.
They call it for midnight. I go get up and go say Ejiofor anything. Oh, Holy Ghost,
fire.
Even as you're stepping there, the eye you touch, you live on the candle only. That eye will jam you will confess. That's my prayer. I've never, God know, I've never keep on praying. I'm praying hammer, the hammer. And they call in them Holy Ghost fire. Scatter them. All of them go to Nmadubugo. All of them.
All the criminals. Yeah.
My family, only of black people can walk my wife. The prayer is going on your blood. That is the truth. So, thank you, sir.
Thank you, my good sister, for that call this ceremony. Sabah Salam. I greet you for calling. So, we're still waiting for some callers. Anyone who want to call in and contribute. We want people to begin to pray. Pray that Ejiofor be there. Pray that Nmadubugo he be there. And 5 inches he be enough for them to be managing until their kingdom come. They are going inside then where they can go, to bring a fake document. But we have an autopilot, we have major prophet, we have even traditional herbalists, those who CHUKWU ABIAMA used to see clear. Before you make your action, we see you already. And let's keep on listening to major prophet before another caller comes. When you call, I'm going to pause and listen to you. We want everyone here to make contribution. I will call in and advise your people through this medium, so that the people must make sure that their families are inside. One day, like as I said before, I never see we are mad at Uchegbe. See when they try, I can even do I make it. You want the person to come at a gun. That is exactly what you're doing. And I Uchegbe. See, try that. You're a fool. So that's why we're here to tell you. And the Nmadubugo and the Southeast governors, these are the criminals that are signed in the paper, and with the help of British, because of it. Having 2 people had something last time, man who has worked under Abacha, led Abacha, the criminal Abacha of the Fulani. It is not only oil that Nigeria has. In Sambisa forest, they have unleashed the Boko Haram, which is one of the criminals that can play at the earliest message. They are in Sambisa forest mining your precious stones, your gold, using Boko Haram to wedge you. Now, if you compare with the prophecy of this mega prophet here, you will see that even the British and some Western world, the hand is this into in order to suppress this. The Fulanis are not their problem. Their problem is those people that have been blessed. They don't want us to be free. They want us to be in special bondage. The line is open. If you want to call and your brother Mazi, see the link here is where you subscribe to my channel. Mazi Kokoko. Let me put it on the show and see it here. Subscribe on this particular channel and click the button. And anytime when I am live, you begin to get the notification, because we must make sure that all the autopilot handle, starting from our Dragon 7, Barawa Sunny, and many others that are preaching the message of this freedom, that you subscribe to our channels, that anytime we're live, you'll be getting an update that we're live and that we're direct. I want to tell Biafrans that what you don't know is bigger than you. And I want many people to begin to pray for the autopilot, pray for men on the ground, pray that this sit at home that are going to stand today, we start. Let me tell you, officially, yesterday was the preamble of the sit at home. I could say the introduction, but today, one day, don't become anumbada. Don't become anumbada, because one of the things that will happen to you is that the Fulanis and the Ejiofor and all these criminals hiding themselves under the IPOB, they are coming to deceive you. And when they deceive you, you will go to Otoneja. If you see customer come and buy, you will not know when no more will come there. And as long as you open your business, they are going to set a riot in the market. And the inner boss, you will get for shop. Okay? They will enter there and take your money and burn your businesses. And you will begin to say, hey, it is autopilot. Oh, no. When we say sit at home, we know the dangers ahead of you. And that's why we're calling you to make sure that you sit at home. Yeah, sit at home. Anyone who comes to ask you, what are we going to eat? What ask the person, a man who is in the grave can no longer eat. A man who is in the grave can no longer make sense. Even if you are beauty testify, you cannot, when you die, let me tell you, and if you die without giving this sit at home, it can just come more. Because it is the only gift God gives to you to fulfill your people. That is where we stand. We're calling everybody. Everybody follow this particular sit-at-home order that we scheduled, and God Almighty will be for you if you begin to do and keep the order of this sit-at-home. Sit-at-home is the only thing that we have. Sit-at-home is the only thing. If you fail this time, you're going to be one. Your mother's name will turn to Aisha, your brother's name will turn to Mahmoud. Those Catholic church and Anglican church in the front of your community will become mosque, and you will be eternal slave to the Fulani, and the British will always support them to kill you. That's what we are here to tell you. I want you to think very well. We want you to go back to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's messages on how he have talked about sit-at-home, and go also to Mazi Samane, but listen to these two people, and apart from this, do not listen to anyone. Ejiofor is a demon set up to destroy this. Ejiofor will rant from the back. Any day we come to come out online, Ejiofor will turn to an Igbo man. Today. The blind man, like if you even if it is Adeboye, could say Archbishop dead person with the host. Ejiofor turned the broadcast interview to Umuchineke. And we also want to warn these Umwekwesu writers that Ejiofor is paying. You must stop writing rubbish against the IPOB autopilot in total, because you are Umwekwesu. You are not protected. When Biafra comes, you see this Umuchukwu writer or Umwekwesu writer, we are also going to judge you for all the impunity that Ejiofor has used you to do. We ask all of you to desist from brainwashing our people, for your end has come. But you people should go and look for Somalia visa. You people should go and obtain your Somalia visa, because your time, your end has come, and our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Like all of you know, I've shown this before. Subscribe to this channel, and we will be blessed at the due time. Our sit at home is our right. It is a civil disobedience, and many other people like India and other people, even Isaiah, Prophet Isaiah, has used it to secure his people in the time of calamity, and so that we no longer face this voice of Goliath and the Philistines early in the morning, like this of Samson. They have killed us a lot, and now is our time to protect ourselves. What we are doing now is that we are protecting ourselves. We are not fighting back, but the time of Woto will soon come, and every one of you who are sabotaging our struggle, we know that Biafra has come. Good morning, brother. You want to call into the program? God bless you.
Yeah, Mazi, I'm sorry, Mazi Okonkwo.
God bless you, man.
It's your brother, Ejiofor.
Oh, man, God bless you. Go on, hit the point.
I just want to contribute a little bit and talk to our Biafrans.
Very, very important. Go on.
But I must not forget to thank you and all the media team for what you people are doing. The way I know our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, remember he told us that he is destructively stubborn. There is no way our leader will accept us, reject us, not to sit at home.
Exactly.
The way he is a fighter. The reason why they are keeping him there is because he refused to agree with them. That is why they are keeping him there. And I want to tell our
add your own contribution. Let us be steadfast and follow the instructions of the spokesperson of Ramas and Nepa. When he says sit home, sit home. Let me go down and let's begin to listen to the major prophet. And after that, I will call it a day. Let me bring the major prophet back. Let's speak. And people must mastermind. And the people that have masterminded this thing are watching. Ejiofor is watching. Nmadubugo is watching. All the criminals in DOS are watching. Their prayer is that will die finally so that they will go and take their share with some of the members of the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm telling you people. And these are the reason why you don't hear some people talk. But when the time comes, you will speak under Otani. Therefore, I will bring this broadcast into an end. And shortly, I will soon come back here to join us. Today is Sabbath day. May it be well with you. For some of you who has never, contributed to the ESN support, go to this website and make your own donation. You see the one with the red? That one is for Chike Doziem. When you put money here, it's going for Chike Doziem. But this, where you put the first one with the green, that is exactly where you pay your monthly due, any connection, anything, your contribution you want to do for the people of IPOB, the men on the ground, the genuine Biafran, put it on this particular. You go to the website, Google, and they type it www.ipobUSA, the same word.org/donate. And when you make this comment, option payment there, your money will arrive on the section. Do not pay on this IPOB USA. No, you have the money that be using to kill your people. But now they don't have money anymore. That's why they're crying. Simon Ekpa has become their end. And autopilot will wipe them out. They're no longer existing. But why we are here this morning is to tell our people who came new, do not listen to their radio Biafra. Those are what they use to dismantle your medulla oblongata, and you think that they are relevant. No. After Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left, the radio Biafra becomes a place where they gossip. That's why I'm here to remind you to get focused. Sit at home. Ekweneka strange bullet to Toge. But the Jawid will come. In the mind, they are going to spread Ebe. Then you come out and say, it is IPOB, it is this one, that one. Sit at home for now. Christmas, it is only, in fact, I am not even going to speak too much because before this end of the year, there are many people that we're going to die as a result of listening. We can't stop. There are also many who are going to die as a result of this particular not listening to the sit at home order. And then you will look for who to blame. From me, from here, I will say, may God, CHUKWU ABIAMA, bless all of us who has come to support this particular platform, and especially those of you who have subscribed on my channel at Mazo Konkwo Biafran TV. One word, click the button, go to the comment section where you are chatting right now, and share this link, share the link. Then anytime I'm online, you will see it live, that Mazo Konkwo is live. And God bless you for joining. I will see you quietly again this evening with another explosive message based on the update so far from this at home. And I want you also to follow Mazi Simon Ekpa. Some of you who are joining new, click the button that anytime that God is on live. And also the reason why we are asking people to be clicking on our channel is anytime Mazi Simon is on live, we are also live together with him, so that we can be able to spread the message all across the world for people who has ear to hear. Sit at home must continue. Nobody with what it. Do also not forget to pray for our Duduwa brothers. We are in alliance with them, and nothing will stop it. We are in alliance with the Duduwa. My name is Mazi Okonkwo, Biafran TV. Support Eastern Security Network, and we are Biafrans. God bless you.
I am Olayomi Koiki of Koiki Media, and also the spokesman for Chief Sunday Nmadubugo. First and foremost, I'm going to try and speak English to direct message back to the IPOB that we are Yorubas, a very proud one. Whatever you have against what took place yesterday, you have the right in your own capacity, but you don't have the right to tell us who we deal with among you, IPOB. We can deal with anybody that we feel that is the right person to deal with. If you have problem with that, you can go into any of the bridge or rivers across the world where you are and jump into that river and die. I am known as Koiki Media. And whatever we do with Simon Ekpa has been stamped yesterday, the